Tax experts have raised concerns about the increasing rate of illicit financial flows in the small-scale mining sector, which contributes 30% of Ghana's total gold output and provides livelihoods for many people. Illicit financial flows are illegal movements of money or capital from one country to another. Global Financial Integrity, a Washington-based research group, classifies this movement as an illicit flow when funds are illegally earned, transferred, and/or utilized across an international border. Research by a London-based Economic Research Center, International Growth Center Research, indicated that total gold production from small-scale production increased due to the introduction of heavy machinery in the form of excavators, large wash plants known as trommels, and crushing machines popularly called chamfa. According to the Small-Scale Gold Mining Law in Ghana, 1989, in pursuance of the Provisional National Defense Council, artisanal and small-scale gold mining in Ghana is reserved for Ghanaians. The other form made use of the legal provision for foreign companies to act as mine support services providers to registered Ghanaian small-scale miners, as outlined in Act 703 of the Mining Laws. Dr. Lord Mensah is a senior lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School. He indicated that it is of great concern that the current formalization system for small-scale gold miners has been undermined and mining laws don't capture the reality of the sector's activities.
So as we speak now, this is an informal sector. Most of them are registered informal sector. And the question is, how do you rope in? We are doing investment into those, things that can rope this informal sector. There's no galamsey that is going on in the bush that has no office in the town. I mean, I've lived in Galamsey town before. So obviously they will have office. But are we able to locate their offices to get to know their books, inflows and outflows on daily basis to ensure that they pay what is due the state?
Financial analyst Joe Jackson questions why these foreign companies offering mine support services are granted tax exemptions.
Tax exemptions are horrible for us in this country. In a country where we can't get the right amount of tax collected, where our tax collection efforts are tough and difficult, it is incredible that we are constantly giving our tax exemptions. And there's a strong suspicion that these exemptions are actually based on corrupt intentions rather than delivering true value.
According to the Small-Scale Miners Association, a profit-sharing ratio of 15% to the concession holder and 85% to the foreign companies offering mining support services is commonly used.
Percentage sharing ratio is most at times 90:10. This foreign who comes in with the mining support services take 90%, and then Ghanaian compatriots or Ghanaian partners get sometimes less than 10%. And even with the 10%, these foreigners finds a way to take this money from these Ghanaians. So a lot of small-scale miners who enter into this agreement or partnership with these foreign companies end up struggling or get nothing at the end of the day. These foreign companies or these expatriates or these foreigners who comes in with the mining support services, sometimes they apply for tax exemption. So at the end of the day, they don't pay taxes to the government.
According to a tax expert with Tax Justice Ghana, Geoffrey Ocansey, Ghana is losing revenue through this avenue.
There is practice of illicit financial flows in the small-scale mining sector. Foreign companies are allowed to fund the operations of small-scale mining companies, and they thus, by this channel, actually negatively influence the supply chain routes and ways of exporting, which paves way for illicit financial flow. 30 billion cedis worth of gold left the shores of Ghana unaccounted for last year. So we lost 30 billion cedis tax revenue last year alone. So it is something we need to really look at.
Joe Jackson wants the tax exemptions regime reviewed.
If you think that tax exemptions in 2016 from 2010 to 2018 amounted to 4.5 billion cedis lost to this country. Wow. How can we do this in an area where we don't have enough money?
Chairman of the Small Scale Miners Association of Ghana, Michael Prepra, is proposing a review of the mining laws of Ghana.
Of the day, we need to take a critical look on these mining support services. A lot of these foreign nationals come in supporting small scale mining license holders with machineries, technical know-how, and with the capital. Because in Ghana here, acquiring the capital to start mining is not easy. So now it is an advantage for them to also come and milk and make profit on every investment they make.
One of the issues that was identified in all of this is the lacuna in the licensing process, especially for small-scale mining in the country. And that is what the Mines and Energy Subcommittee of the Parliament of Ghana has given indication that it will look into so as to decide whether the licensing regime needs a review to be able to check this case of illicit financial flows. It's a real concern, and this particular revelation by the Small Scale Miners Association in this story would also form a basis for them and as a reference point as well for them going into the debate for a possible review of the licensing regime in the Parliament of Ghana. Alfred, Ocansey, TV3 News. This story was produced by TV3 as part of Wealth of Nations, a media skills development program run by the Thomson Reuters Foundation in partnership with the Institute for the Advancement of Journalism. More information at www.wealthofnations.org. The content is the sole responsibility of the author and the publisher.